Hey everyone. Okay, so I am in my room, which looks amazing, except I didn't make my bed because I never do. I don't really care. I'm gonna sleep in it tonight again anyway, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, so today I feel like looking cute. Benny's birthday party is today. So do a little makeup, you know? Hoping the lighting looks okay. In my mirror, it looks amazing. On my phone, I can't really tell so much. I'm going to start with some balm. This is peach, and it's very peachy. But my lips are so dry. I've been doing so bad with getting my water in. So I've lost like 20 pounds. Yay. But I feel like the past like couple weeks, I've been like so off. Like not getting enough water in. I don't exercise. I do eat better, like a way lot better, but you know, the struggle's real. I think if you ever ask any kind of woman, I don't think that any of us ever are like, oh yeah, no, it's so easy to lose weight. Like, I don't think anybody ever says that at all. So, and if they do, I don't believe them. I do know some that have a hard time like gaining weight, which I'm sure is just, you know, as frustrating as not being able to lose it. Personally, I don't have that problem, but I know it's not, like, I think any body size is, you know, self-conscious, never good enough. I feel like we're, like, meant to feel that way on purpose. I don't know why, really, but just seems like that's how the world wants us to be. Always trying to be up to other people's standards. And the whole time you just don't like yourself. And living up to other people's standards is tough in itself. You gotta try to live up to your own. Like, let's see. I have got some dark eye circles lately. And I usually have a really great color for that. That I don't know what I did with. Anyway, so mine are really brownish, kind of. So I usually use a pink. So let's see. I have, look at this. Pretty sure I have a problem. Like, that's just ones that I got because I could. So we're gonna try pink lemonade. Usually I use cotton candy, but we're gonna try pink lemonade today. But as you can see, it's really pink. Normally what this will do, which I think this one might be a little bit too pink, is it's just gonna kind of cancel out some of that brown for me. And sometimes the other paler pink will also kind of like brighten for me. Oh yeah, see, this is definitely too pink, but we're gonna roll with it. Why not? So anyways, back to weight loss, loving yourself, blah blah blah, all the things that we always try to work on. And every time, I don't know about you guys, but every time I get a little bit further in that quest, I get thrown for a loop. And then it almost diminishes all that hard work and, you know, confidence that you had. Yeah. So my loop right now is separating from the person I have been with more than I haven't been. So we still love each other, but I guess it's just sometimes not enough. Yeah, sometimes it's just not enough. But we both seem to be happier at the moment, which is great. We're friendly. We are cohabitating nicely. But it's definitely weird. It's been about a month. And I really haven't shared much about it because honestly, I was kind of figuring it out myself, I guess. But yeah, it's definitely weird, especially when like all the things you don't like about someone, sometimes they aren't willing to change or do anything about until like you're like, I've had enough. And then you're just like, were you too much pressure on them? Which I'm not gonna lie, I can be a bit much. I know what I want, I know what I like, and I have no problem being vocal about my needs, anything like that, because I feel like that's the biggest thing in a relationship. You gotta be communicative, and you also have to be able to compromise. Yeah, compromise is huge. Now, I'm not saying compromise like your sole core beliefs, because that just will drive you insane. But, you know, sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do, go places you don't want to go, you know, just be that person that person needs from time to time. Can I say I was always that person? I cannot. Can I say that I was vocal about what I wanted? Abso-freaking-lutely. And I don't know if it's just, you know, we get to a point where people are afraid to tell you what is bothering them or what they need and expect from you, because I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm pretty positive, like, I know what those items are, and I probably could have changed some of them, and I didn't, just because it didn't tell me what he wanted changed. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty positive I know a lot of the reason. But, I just felt like, well, I'm not going to change something if someone doesn't say that's an issue, or they would like me to try to work on that. You know what I mean? And that might be kind of jackass thing to say and do, but, I mean, like, if you guys are together and the person for you, like, there shouldn't be an issue with you bringing up something that you need from them, or, you know, needs that aren't being met. Like, and then at that point, like, if someone's not willing to change them, then, you know, you got to make that choice. But 9 times out of 10, I feel like sometimes those, like, little things could be changed, and people probably wouldn't mind changing them, you know? But the good news is, we both seem a lot happier. Like I said, we're still living together, so sometimes it seems a little weird, like, just seeing each other every day still and stuff like that. But I don't know, it's definitely, I know people judge it and all that, and this is not my first rodeo, unfortunately, so people are definitely not as, I don't know, like, shocked or weird about it. But everyone's always going to have an opinion. And I will say from experience, and even from other friends' experiences on, you know, going through something that they never went through before that I had, you know, they just don't understand until it happens. And you never want to wish that on anybody, like, ever. I would never wish, like, you know, this year is going to be our 26th wedding anniversary. I know. So personally, I am not going to be in Maryland because I don't want to be anywhere near this place. Even though we're in a good place, you know, with each other, there's no, like, animosity or hate. I'm not real sure how I'm going to feel on that actual day. So I am taking myself away and just going to focus on my personal needs and space, and I'm gonna let myself cry, gamble, I don't know, whatever it is I'm gonna need to do. I really don't know what it's gonna be, but, you know, it's gonna be something. What yet? I have no clue, but that's okay, because you don't have to know. I think that's probably one of the hardest things dealing with this is I'm definitely one that likes, I wouldn't say I'm over planner, but I definitely like to know what's coming next. I would like to know that, okay, I made the right choice. And I don't know if you're always going to get that, which sucks because, you know, realistically that that is correct. Like, you're never going to know 100% what you did was right. I mean, I ask myself that, and I know what I did was I needed. I think it's what he needed too, but a lot of times I don't think guys will pull the trigger. But that's okay. I think they're afraid of hurting us and seeing us cry. But I'd rather that than be oblivious, you know what I mean? But sometimes you just always gotta wonder, like, oh, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? And the answer is, sometimes you just won't ever know if it was right or wrong. And that's okay, because life sometimes is like that. I think as long as you're happy and learn to love yourself, which I know that's what I need to do. I feel like a lot of us women go in and we just throw everything we have into someone else, whether it's our kids, whether it's our significant others, or hobbies or charities or whatever. We always throw ourselves into these things and don't necessarily know like how to throw ourselves into ourselves. Yeah. So I am hoping to focus on that. I think the past like couple years I've just been in a trance, like just feel like you get in this rut and you don't know how to get out of it. Sometimes starting fresh is it, sometimes getting a new hairstyle is it, sometimes some kind of crazy event happening is it. But I don't know, it's just so crazy. Like, if you were to tell me when I got married, almost 26 years ago, that it would only last 25, I would have told you, eat glass. I probably would have used some more colorful words, like, well, I probably wouldn't have. 18, I was still kind of sweet. Or maybe I was 19, I think. Yeah, 19. I was kind of sweet still. But current me would tell you to eat a bag of dicks. That is what current me would have said to someone that said that to me back in the day. Yeah. That is totally what I would have freaking said. But, things happen. I try to remember, and people try to tell me to remember to not think of this as the definition of our time together, but to remember all the good things. Like, we've had a lot, kids, grandkids, house, good careers, that kind of thing. So there's a lot to be thankful for this. But I gotta tell you, sometimes it does not make it feel any easier. Sometimes it does, but most of the time, it does not. That's okay, right? That is okay, because we're all gonna have a different place we're coming from. Personally, like, my journey will be different than yours. But what our journeys will all be is we'll make it through it. There's nothing you can't make it through. On the hardest days, when Satan's always like, yes, you're not going to make it through, we always make it. So you will make it through, even if it doesn't feel like it. That is just the devil trying to be a dick. Like, he's always going to try to make you feel like you can't. Sometimes you just gotta start the day with "Not today, Satan." I say it all the time. Not today, Satan. Sometimes he's just like, okay, girl, whatever. I'm gonna keep trying. And that's okay. Keep trying. But you will make it. You'll be okay. You'll be stronger. And you might even come out happier and better. And just overall happier. So far, that's where I'm living at. Happier mentally right now. I'm not worrying about someone else. My kids are grown, so I ain't gotta worry about them. I mean, I still do, of course, because they're not a mom. But I don't have to be everything for anyone right now except for myself. So, if you're going through something similar, it might not be the same thing. It might be something else big in your life. You got this. You're gonna be okay. And just surround yourself with people that aren't gonna judge and are gonna be there regardless of your decisions. I think that's the hardest part is when you see someone you love hurting, you automatically want to be like, oh, I hate that person. Oh my God, they suck. But if you don't hate that person, it's hard when other people do. So, I'm just out here trying to live my life and love myself a little better. So, I hope you guys do the same. And I will talk to you guys soon. But look, I love this look. Like, gosh, I love this look. Like, so pretty. But anyways, I will talk to you guys soon. Don't forget to be awesome and amazing. See ya.